Hey everyone, this is the accessory episode that I promised you, the accessories that I bought for my Stromer ST3. Accessory number one, this is called the FOLDYLOCK, and I got this obviously to secure the bike. I was looking for a lock that was a bit easier to carry than a U-lock, but with significant protection as well, and this thing kind of fit the bill. So you just disconnect it like this, you're able to reconnect it. It's got a simple key and fold the baby up, and it comes with this handy little mount. You can actually mount to where the water bottle is, but I have a water bottle cage on there, which I'll get to in a second. But it does come with these straps, and I was able to attach it to the bottom part of the top tube. It's super secure and doesn't rattle. It's been great so far. Okay, accessory number two is the water bottle cage I put on here, and while it's super functional, it is probably the most poser thing I've put on the bike, not because I don't need water, but I certainly don't need a carbon fiber water bottle cage. But it was only like $20 on Amazon. I'll provide you guys the link. It does a great job of holding a water bottle here. I wouldn't say that I would put this water bottle cage on a mountain bike because you'd probably lose the bottle annoyingly often. But on this bike, I haven't lost the bottle yet, and it seems to work really well for it. And you know what? It looks damn cool, so don't mind it being a bit poser. Accessory 3, the bell. So as I said before, the bike does come standard with a horn, but I also put a bell on as well because I think it's a little bit more friendly, a little bit more low-key, especially when we're on a bike path or something like that, or dealing with pedestrians. And this is simple little bell I got on Amazon. I think it was like 20 bucks. Again, I'll provide the link down below. Pretty ingenious, simple locking system on here. It's super solid. It doesn't rattle around. Makes quite a bit of sound, which is going to be great. But I found that pedestrians and bicyclists alike appreciate that more than a horn. Quickly, accessory number 4, stupid little thing, but that is my pant leg strap. And I wrap it around the head, the stem there, in case I need it. But I do find that I ride the bike a lot in jeans and such, and I can just tear that thing off and put that on my jeans as I see fit. Okay, accessory number 5, you're going to have to imagine it a bit, but I did buy this CIRRUS Cycle KINEKT seat post, which is a shock absorber seat post, and actually I'll show it to you here. I did receive the part, and I went to install it, and I pulled a completely novice maneuver, which is that I didn't actually check to see the diameter of my existing seat post. Ended up getting the wrong diameter seat post. This one's too small. The diameter seat post you need for this bike, just for record, is a 31/6. And so make sure you check that if you do buy a new seat post for the bike. But this is supposed to be the gold standard of suspension seat posts. This is foreign territory for me as a mountain biker and even as a cyclocross rider. Don't really think it's necessary in those forms of cycling. But with this, I actually ended up giving myself a little bit of a lower back injury by hitting a hole in the road. And after that, I thought, you know, I do need some kind of suspension here. And it actually made me more interested in that front suspension that they're coming out with, that inverted fork for the Stromer as well. So I am going to be installing this. I may do a separate episode. But you can see it's kind of a nice quality piece of kit. It's actually very well made. A lot of these things are cost around, you know, 125 bucks, 150 bucks. This one's 250 bucks in its most basic form. And by that I mean not carbon fiber. It's an aluminum seat post. I figured I didn't need carbon fiber. This bike's so damn heavy already anyways. But I'll do a separate episode on that. But that's accessory 5. It's coming soon. Okay, last but definitely not least, probably the most important accessory that I bought for the bike thus far. And that is my ORTLIEB pannier bags. And super simple to install. They snap right on. As you'll see here, one's on here already. Boom. And there's a secret to how you install them. They're actually quite easy with one exception, and I'll show you what that exception is. So these bags are actually made to fit most rear racks. So in order to be able to accommodate that and not have them fit funky or rattle, they actually come with these clips here, and you'll be able to see. And these clips fit, as you can see, into the mounting points on there. And at first, when I put these bags in, I didn't realize that these clips existed because I was being lame and I didn't read the instructions. And they were rattling around a bit. And I thought, well, you know, it's not a big deal, but it would be nice if bags this nice weren't rattling. Once I put these things in, and you'll see how they fit here, and you put them in sort of like from the back to the front, because this part here has to mount in to this lateral piece. So you just clip that first one in and clip the second one on. And as you can see, they're super solid. Once they're on, they don't rattle at all. And if they do rattle, you probably have them installed wrong, which is great. But these things are absolutely huge. They unclip like this. They work kind of like a waterproof backpack, and these are waterproof. You can stuff them full of stuff, and then you roll them a couple of times. It takes a little bit of getting used to in terms of being able to clip these things. You get kind of good at it after a while. Clip them on like that. And at the end of the day or in the middle of the day, you can unclip them and just take it with you. You know, that's what I do in the office. And sometimes, importantly, sometimes I actually just run one of these. You don't actually need two of them all the time. But I'll give you a rear view here in terms of what they look like. They've got actually kind of a nice reflector system built in. And again, the nice thing about them is that you're not stuck with them all the time. You can take them on and off. And if you're not looking to use them one day, they come off super easy. If you want to just use one, you can do that as well, but by far the best accessory that I bought for these so far. Again, they're the ORTLIEB City roller bags, so you can get a good look there. Okay, so those are the accessories I put on the ST3 so far. Again, don't anticipate putting a whole lot more on them except for getting that seat post on there, and I'll do an episode about installing that. Other than that, the bike came really well equipped. I may put different pedals on it, again, just for looks more than anything. Those pedals actually work quite well the way they are, but super happy with the things that I've got so far. Again, I'll put the links of the different products in the text below so that you guys can look those things up and get more information. Thanks very much.